Dapp tutorial, Viper with Truffle and TruffleCon ticket on sales. This is the EatTheBlocks newsletter number 7. Hi, I am Julian, your host. Before we start, I'd like to quickly show you a survey that I prepared to better understand what kind of content you need. You can find the link to the survey on the newsletter, or also I put it in the video description. It's quite easy to fill. It will just take you 30 seconds and it will help me to better understand what kind of tutorial you want me to prepare. Alright, let's get started. So the first link of this week is the to-do list Ethereum Dapp tutorial that I've prepared. So it's my series of several tutorials. So probably that if you follow my channel, you're familiar with this series. So in this episode, I'm going to show you how to use Webpack ES6 and Truffle Solidity Loader to basically refactor your code and have a really cool workflow where when you make a change in a smart contract, everything will be automatically recompiled and redeployed to your local Ethereum development blockchain. So this is super cool and really love the gain of productivity that I have after I make this improvement. So the second link I'll show you is a Solidity bug fix. So it's a minor vulnerability that was found in a compiler of Solidity. There is a low occurrence of this bug, so don't be too stressed, but in the future you need to upgrade your version of Solidity. Next, we have another full stack Dapp tutorial series, so that one is finished. I checked that, it's pretty good quality. So if you're interested in learning how to build a full decentralized application, then it's going to be pretty useful. Then the next link is how to do unit testing and revert required with proxy contracts. So I checked the video and it's actually quite a technical tutorial. So it's probably not for beginner. It's more like if you're like intermediate or advanced. But I learned quite a lot with this tutorial, so it's pretty cool. Then the next tool I wanted to show you is easy upgradable smart contract. So this is another channel I like a lot, which is called What the Funk, and basically upgradable smart contract, if you don't know what it is basically allow you to well, as the name implies, to change the code of your smart contract using a proxy contract. So you probably need to watch the video to understand how it works, but that's very useful. Then the next link on newsletter is Viper development with Truffle. So if you didn't see the recent development in Truffle, basically about a week ago there was a new beta release, 5.0.0 something, where they added a new feature where you can use different smart contract language with Truffle, because before you could only use Solidity. And so one of the first tutorials to show us how to do this with another language, in this case it's Viper, is this article on Medium, and that's pretty cool. And I think it's gonna make Truffle even stronger, because now like Truffle will be basically agnostic of the programming language you use for your smart contract. So that's really cool. Then I have a link about the Loom network update. So the Loom network is very famous for its sidechain that is it's basically a layer 2 scaling solution for decentralized applications, and that's quite a big deal for Dapp developers, because if you're building your Dapp on the mainnet, chances are that you cannot ask your user to send all your transaction to the mainnet because it costs too much. So you have a few of those companies that created those sidechain where basically transactions are much cheaper or don't cost anything. And in this roadmap, basically the Loom network explain where there are what is the progress on a different project, including the sidechain. And the sidechain now is has been renamed, and it's called, let me see, what's the new name of Plasma chain. Okay, yeah, so that's the new name of the chain, and they're going to launch a game also. Yeah, it's a zombie battleground. Yeah, so if you into a game and Dapp development, like make sure to follow Loom network, because That's one of the coolest company. Next, important update of the Parity client. So Parity client is the Rust implementation of Ethereum, the second biggest client after Geth. And Constantinople is the upcoming hard fork that we'll have in about 1 month, 2 months. And so Parity finished to implement all the features. So that's a good news. And I think that Geth is not far ahead. And I think the plan is to start to fork the Ropsten network in about maybe a couple of weeks to start the test. And if everything works well, then the fork is going to happen on mainnet. Then we have this really cool interview of Daniel Ryan, which explained the upcoming developments of Casper plus sharding. So there is a document that summed this up. This is called Ethereum 2.1. It's basically a combination of Casper and sharding, and I read the document and it's interesting, but it really requires you to read it a couple of times because this is quite technical. And so in this interview, basically Daniel Ryan explained it in simple words. So it's pretty interesting to listen to it, because this is the future of Ethereum. And finally, the last thing I wanted to tell you is now there is a sales for the tickets of TruffleCon. So TruffleCon is the conference of Truffle, and so it's basically probably going to be the biggest conference for Dapp developer. So it's a really good idea to go there, and the tickets, as you can see, they're like between $50 to $400. So I mean, it's pretty good value if you compare to other conferences that are in general like $1,000, like if not double. That's it for today. If you haven't subscribed to the newsletter of EatTheBlocks, you can do it now, so you can receive the updates every week and don't miss anything. That's the end of the newsletter, and it's time to click on that like button here. And if you enjoy watching this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any update. Thanks for watching. See you in another video. Bye.